Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Good. 180.
52 the mic.
Up, up.
There you go.
One touch.
First carry for Nick Chubb, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, 133.
Six guys.
Pistol.
Here's Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And that Browns first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, alert.
From the 41, Mayfield. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Rosen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
At the 42-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Regular.
Mayfield looks to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Hey, alert 33.
95, Mike, 195.
Hey, echo.
You ready? 95 is a sandwich. No, check his Mike. Hey, me and you.
My touch.
On third down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
180.
Check 52, come on.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. First down, Mayfield. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Go. Let's go.
Hey, orbit.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Monday.
Let's go. Check. Switch. Hey, alert 3.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Our time. It's our time. Switch. Under 10.
Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Dolphins nothing.
Mayfield brings him up first and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. From the gun, Mayfield. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Kill. He's coming.
61, matchbox lights. Let's go. What do you got?
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
51 to Mike.
Rosen to throw on third down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
180. Run.
I got you.
Alert.
95 to send. No, check his mic.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And some space here. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Rosen will throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Let's get it.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Rosen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on.
A 27-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Browns drive about to get started.
Right. He's done right here. He's done right.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Play fake. Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. Third down here.
180. 52 right here. 52. Hey, alert 33.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to walk one deep left side here. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
52's the mic, boys.
Big time.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Set. 180. Right there in the middle. 55.
Nice, sweetheart.
Hurry, hurry.
Me. Check. 55 to mine. Check. 55.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
95's the same. No, check his mic. Here we go.
Regular.
On deck.
Mayfield to throw it. He wants it all for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Bang, 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 bang.
To throw is Rosen. Completes it to Davis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Rosen now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Here's Rosen to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Go, go, go.
Again, it's Rosen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Rosen. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 20.
Eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On third down, Rosen. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. He did it again, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
On first and 10, Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Mayfield now. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. Joseph now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10. On the toss play, this is Drake. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
Rose into his tight end, Gesicki. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gained?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
At the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
It's 180.
Good. Watch the twist.
Pistol.
On third down, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. It's Lions. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the 39, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Defense, let's go.
On first down, Drake. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch the slats.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath, a short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard
Set.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Now Mayfield. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Throwing, Mayfield, and he's got his man on the out route. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Mayfield on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now a man open down the middle of the the field. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
I got you. I got you.
Slam.
Run.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. He gets it complete to Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Second and 5 at the Dolphins' 9-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Get up.
Mayfield with it once more. Pushing through. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joe Schobert, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
It's now 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Rosen. Trying to lay one up deep. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 64 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Rosen. That is caught at the 7. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you..."
Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Rosen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Rosen will throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Switch up, switch up.
Here's Rosen. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Rosen will lead him up here to go for 2. And now it's Rosen looking. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it.
And my goodness, another interception. Sean Davis with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 49. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Sets up first down and goal at the 10-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Kings!
Following the interception, Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So that one will be accepted. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Keep it up, guys. Shoot! Pistol.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He wasn't ready.
It's third down and goal from the 10-yard line.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Just like that. Watch out.
From the gun, Mayfield. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week one, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Cleveland, not much to complain about.